And here we are going into map number 3, randomly chosen in this best of 3 between Games Academy and Torqued. It is going to be Dust 2, the classic, the standard, the Pugstar map of them all. Oh, I'm thinking maybe Torqued have some slight advantage going into this. But when I looked ahead at what these teams are, what the rosters are, my first thought when I looked at Torqued was, Pugstar team. Let's see what they got. Torqued is going to go ahead and take the knife round right there, so they get side choice.
Yeah, Pugstar team maybe, but I mean, I suppose we can say world class IGL,
World
right?
class
I mean,
Pugstars, yeah. Oh, certainly with Sean Garrison.
Oh yeah, so he can give them some extra cohesion, which I'm sure goes a long way. No one's really bottomed out and had a completely awful game. I mean, I guess Mo's Mirage wasn't so great, but A2Z and both TCK, I mean, their aim seems to be more or less on point. They're playing pretty well. Rix has shown up every single map.
Yeah,
I'm sure Sean Garris is doing his things behind the scenes, and even his kill deaths haven't been too bad either.
You bring up a good point. I'm talking about Sean, tactical mastermind that he is. In some ways, Torqued might have an easier go of this because Games Academy is a team that's been around for a long time. There's plenty of demos and VODs and all sorts of information on how they like to play, what they like to do. And we know one thing about Sean Garris is he loves studying the demos and anti-stratting teams back and forth, figuring out exactly what their weaknesses are and trying to exploit that. No doubt they've had the opportunity.
Not a lot of tape out there for Games Academy, to be honest.
Not a lot, but there's something. There's at least something that you can study and figure out. With Torqued, who knows? I mean, who knows? This is quite literally the first time that this roster has played in any official capacity together, aside from whatever practice, whatever scrims they've done in the past. It's a complete secret. So Games Academy has absolutely no intelligence, no idea what they're going to do. It's just 2, though. The options are limited.
Yeah, I mean, it's just 2. Like, no one's doing anything that crazy. The meta on this map has been pretty fleshed out over the decades at this point.
Isn't that crazy?
It is kind of crazy.
I mean,
it obviously changed a bit going into CSGO, and you play some positions on CT side where you would never really have played a 1.6.
Yep.
Like the Optic car, for instance, like the ledge was so much higher back in 1.6. Like that was almost an impossible shot. But now, like you can see half their bodies, so people play it all the time. And look at Bolts.
What is this?
I really like the aggressive. We saw that on Mirage. Games Academy got super aggressive out in the B's through the B halls and through underpass on their pistol round. They do it again here in the B halls on the other desert map, which is Dust 2. And an early first kill onto Riggs.
Yeah, he's only able to take one. Rick's such a good player with Torqued, though, so it's really, exactly. Nice team flash, bro. The mid to B smoke goes down. Phelps is just going to go ahead and push right through. Let's see if he's able to convert this into any kills. No, Sean Garrett watches the angle, takes it down. Showtime holding door down, gets one before he gets traded out. B site's down. It's going to go ahead and get a bomb plant in standard default for A2Z. 3 versus 2 on the retake. Henny and Lucas. Lucas has a smoke, so he can go ahead and smoke some position off.
Yo, it's like the Wonder Twins.
It is the Wonder Twins. The heck, when your twin powers combine. I'm sorry, Hen 1. We're supposed to say.
I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that. One of our Twitter followers contact me and let us know it's actually Hen 1. Technically, Hen Portuguese.
I don't know. I remember we asked him one time, and I thought that he said he was fine with Henny, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Apologies for that, but.
Certainly one of these newer names on the scene, Games Academy. It almost feels like a farm team for Luminosity Gaming at this point. They picked up FNX and Taco, and then they rotated Bolts right back into Games Academy. If Fallen wants to give up, I think I know who's going to be the new offer.
Yeah, right? I mean, Fallen's pretty old. But is also kind of in his prime, so I think he'll be sticking around.
Nice.
And here they go, trying to work out some nice flashes. This time that was a bit more effective, taking down the man at car. And so far, Torqued, TQ, looking pretty good. Getting into that B site. 2 scouts here, 1 on Showtime, 1 on Bolts. Trying to jump over and look at anything in the site. Might be able to spot that man if you jump and look over that double stack. And that's exactly what he does. But A2Z can just back off and same thing happening over here. Oh, Showtime actually does manage to land it. Takes down A2Z. Oh, sick. Oh, what is actually? Oh no, he does an AK. So AK and Galil here for the members of Torque, and these pesky jump scouts just, I mean, don't peek them and you really have nothing to worry about right here. Both these guys are within one shot now of the scouts. Either the people retaking up kits, Showtime will miss that one, and TCK actually just going to get them both with that Galil.
I think that was the most ridiculous jump scouting session that I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty
We're talking
intense.
about 20 seconds of continuous jump scouting just outside the site. It yields one single shot. Can we all just agree that jump scouting is completely stupid and shouldn't be part of the game?
I don't really mind it, to be honest.
You don't mind? I can't stand that stuff. You should be able to fire a gun accurately without jumping. I'm sorry.
Now that you can actually hit people when they're in the air, I don't really care.
That's true. Now that
But before,
the
it was
hitboxes are
definitely
fixed, it's better.
It was definitely stupid.
Yeah, you're no longer invulnerable while you're jump scouting. So that's nice. At least there's a little balance going on right there. GamesAcademy, man, they are wrecked financially at this point. Just a bunch of USBs in hand, and it's going to be a long push. Probably a smart plan for Torque, playing to the advantage of the rifles versus pistols. Checking out what the defense looks like. The defense looks non-existent. Sean Garrett's A2Z just shutting it down instantaneously, and even on the rotate,
Easy
Sean
quad
Garrett turns
kill.
that into a 4K round. And, yeah, good night, GamesAcademy. I mean, how more can we analyze that? You hit
there's
your
nothing.
shots on
You
unarmored
put it perfectly.
opponents.
They go long. They're expecting the pistols. They knew exactly what was in store for them, and they just completely crushed GamesAcademy, who could do nothing at those ranges. So that was nice. But the op has come out. Mo will actually take a shot through middle, and Rix is pushing out. Hen is still super blind. Rix takes him down, and they're like, peace, we're out of here. Free kill, hit and run. Peace.
Well, the bomb is going to go towards long. It's great because Riggs has baited out all these shots for all these players into Cat. He gets a perfect flash grenade on him, and he sort of kills, though. It's okay. He bought just enough time for long players to push on out. Bomb is dropped. 2 versus 3. Phelps has been tagged all the way down to 1 health. Mo also quite low, but he's playing with the AWP. As long as he sits way back, he should be able to make this a non-issue. TCK plants the bomb. Not exactly planted for Mo.
It's
though,
planted
so
for
that's
the
a
long
problem.
platform.
Yeah.
TCK, I mean, he's healthy. He can hide out in that smoke. It's Mo's battle that's more important. And hey, he wins it. 10 HP. He takes down Phelps. TCK still just holding tight on that site. Smoke for Lucas. That's nice. That should block the line of sight a little bit. But I think if Mo moves up to the platform, it won't matter. And TCK from in the site gets his kill without taking any damage and even finds the second.
Oh.
So it gets them both in 10 and 12 HP, but they both survive. Torque started out really, really strong here on Dust 2. 4-0 money again broken for GamesAcademy. Wonder how their nerves are doing over on that side.
Yeah, exceptionally strong play for Torque right there. It was critical that Mo won that firefight down by long door. He was tagged up extremely low, just a couple of HP. Good smoke play as well at long. Really smart play by both teams, just coming out in favor of Torque at that point. I'm sure GamesAcademy nerves have got to be frayed. I would imagine they walked into this game expecting to do quite well. That grenade, though.
Yeah, that hurts without the armor. Almost 80 damage taken off as the second. Well, 70 damage off the first nade and 7 off the next one. So Lucas and his brother Hen. Let's go with Hen. I don't know. I feel bad. I mean, it's so hard to look up that information of exactly how to pronounce it. But we'll adjust in the future. Or will we? I mean, we might not have to worry about it if Torque moves on.
That's right. Aggression by GamesAcademy over towards long doors. That's where the bomb's going. So if they play these angles tight, not going to win the first firefight. Showtime's going to go down instantaneously. There it is. Henny takes Rix, but too many players over there. He's going to get traded out very quickly. And also a little cat push. At least I think that was a cat push taking the A site. And the bomb is going to go down. No problem. Nothing that Phelps can do about it, though. He will be the first man on the scene. Smoked off instantly.
Yeah, nade and flash here for Mo, but again, planted for long and... Actually, no, was it planted for the long? Yeah, it was. Okay, planted for the long plant again. Same plant as that last round that ended over in the A site. A2Z gets dinked up down to 1 HP, but does hit his shot. Phelps still trying to lurk through this smoke. Oh, and actually, I have no idea how Phelps is able to see and take down Sean Garris like that. Standing inside of the smoke, surely he should have been blind.
Yeah, that was a little odd. Notice A2Z is dropped all the way down to 1 health at this point.
Yeah, he got dinked at the 5-7, I think.
Yeah, but Phelps is going to have to go ahead and hang on to the AK-47, saving it. This is max loss bonus for Games Academy. They're going to pick up an additional $3,400, making them all pretty rich at this point. $6,000 average in the bank with one saved AK-47. Odyssey and op. Yep, there it is, going in the hands of Hen 1. Lots of utility, and it's put up or shut up time for Games Academy.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, going down 6-0 on a map like Dust 2 is pretty tough. I mean, it's also pretty hard to just keep winning this many rounds in a row, so it's not going to be crazy if, you know, Games Academy are able to make that comeback, maybe even tie it up, and they've found their first frag. They brought down Sean Garris, but maybe now that he's out of playing the game, he can delegate a little bit better and tell those guys what to do. So still a chance in the round for Torque. Nice. And just like that, Bolt's playing in CT. He goes down. Mo with a great shot, great entry. Smokes off CT as well. Also hitting that jump the first time.
Knowing all those little angles. Of course, Hen 1 opens it up, right? Taking that long pick instantaneously, puts himself back on a Cat, and then finds Mo.
It's such an aggressive angle on Cat, too. You can see that Mo was not expecting that in the slightest.
You think Mo's raging right now?
I don't know. Not in a match. If this was on stream in matchmaking, then absolutely. But so would anybody.
Look at Showtime, too. Just holding this hard, aggressive angle at double door. A2Z is going to walk right into the crosshair. Showtime picks up an M4 and then sprays down Ricks. That's going to be bomb sighted. A lot of momentum now being established this round for Games Academy. And TCK is going to be all alone. He's sandwiched off. Bad luck on both ends.
Yep, heard those shots whizzing by, so he decides to turn around, but looking straight at two players from Games Academy, so he's taken down, and there it is. First round, Games Academy able to maybe get situated. Having to buy again, a couple rebuys. Actually, how many? Only one, so that's really good. They put a lot of money into their pockets on that round. Already have almost earned them an opportunity where they could lose and still have rifles, but Torque also still with basically full weaponry. Sean Garris is going to have to go down to that Tech 9, but Mo does have that op again.
Using the HE grenade to kick up a little bit of dirt on the cross. Games Academy. I find that's underutilized in like pug play and matchmaking play. No need to go ahead and use that smoke grenade. Save it for something a little bit more effective.
Yeah, save it for B. Or even for a retake if it comes to it.
Showtime sets up camp with smoke at long doors. Could be Henny, yep. And one watching Cat. Cat control has been fully granted. The Torque, though, it's such a powerful position. You can go anywhere with it. You want to do a mid push, want to do a mid to B, want to go into B tunnels, split A, whatever. Cat control. It's going to grant you access. And here comes the push. They flash out drop.
A2Z has a flash. I mean, he's so hesitant to go in that room, you might as well just pre-flash it. And I'm not sure if he did or not, but he does win that battle. That's a key battle to win, and Hen 1 is still down here fighting for his life, and A2Z wins that as well. Phelps, actually, he's the one packing the punch so far here on Dust 2 for Games Academy. Finds one more kill there. That brings it to the 2-on-2, and look at the bomb. The bomb's down there kind of over an elbow. A2Z was able to cross. He's actually going to cross back and try to take that battle again. That was crazy. And Mo's going to run up on it. Phelps is able to just win this round by himself. 3K for him and 2K for Bolts prior to that.
Just aggressive mad dash retake going on for Phelps right there. Also, I think it was Bolts. Bolts was playing super patient down by CT. You saw one player smoke it off, drop down, and then try to come up ramp. An elevator, and Bolts just kind of watched him, waited. Taking the free frag. Games Academy stringing out 2 rounds together in a row. They forced Torque out of money onto an eco round, and just straight up cat rush. They're going to start slowing down at this point.
Smokes, though.
Checking for information. Games Academy, same setup. They keep putting one player. Should be Showtime, yeah, number 4. All the way down by long doors, and then they fall back and start watching for the cat push. Flashes tell the story.
I mean, Sean Harris wants to get the bomb down, runs with the bomb in hand to try to get to that box, and I think it's better to just back off your upgraded pistols and buy 3 smokes. You throw a smoke on Cat, maybe 2 on the catwalk as you're running out so you can't get out from car, and just throw 1 on the boxes, get your plant, and you're good to go at that point. But whatever. They try for it. They don't get the bomb down. They still have enough money in this round. Not quite, though, as Mo actually on a scout.
Yeah, bomb plant would have made all the difference right there for Mo.
Well, shot his teammate.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Didn't, but it sure looked like he did. Look at Sean Garris. So quick. Out already in middle. Takes his fight with Lucas one-on-one and wins it. And Hen gonna miss his first shot. Maybe another opportunity over onto Ricks. We'll be forced to turn for that. Forced to turn from that flash. That one catches him square in the face, and ATC is able to take him down. Mo winning his battle with just a Glock. They don't want to use the scout in the close quarters. He takes down Showtime, and Torqued are back in a big way, actually. Well, bomb planted in B, and okay, yeah, A2Z. That was the one man he didn't want to run into. Everyone else was pretty low.
Yeah. And A2Z up there at 100 HP. Games Academy, it seems like they're not really adapting to this super fast kind of play, and that's exactly what Torque was able to do. You called Sean Garris just charging out into mid and then winning the instantaneous firefight. It seems like Games Academy needs time, right, to set up and get their defensive position all kind of ironed out, and then once they set up, then you've got some sort of real problem that you're going to have to deal with, and Torque just abusing that fact. This time they're going to slow it down just a little bit. Going for mid and cat control, playing a default. We got one player way back. That's going to be A2Z watching towards long doors, hoping for aggression from Showtime. Showtime might just show it.
Sean Garris threw out a pretty early smoke, feigning that they were going to jump through the smoke and into CT spawn. That brought almost everyone back off of long. Now Sean Garris is able to cross, smoke off in CT. That's what Phelps is behind right now. Lucas, though, from the window does bring down Sean Garris this time. And Mo gets tagged up heavily down to 17. Ricks is about to go in through the window, and TCK working through the smoke. Lucas, if he can get one more, that's going to be massive. He can't, though. Has to run into the open arms of Mo, and now A2Z to find Bolts, and that's out middle. He's surrounded on both sides, and they peek him simultaneously. Good coordination from Games Academy. 3-on-2 right now. Mo at the headshot box. Hasn't even moved from his position because he couldn't. He was still pinned down. And
Ricks turns it into a 1v2. See Showtime. Showtime just playing outside of that flame. Makes it really hard to see. Ricks is going to go down.
It's actually really annoying how hard it, like, those are supposed to stop rushes, not obscure your line of sight. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, one really interesting, like, puck star trick that I've seen is dropping a molly, I guess an incendiary, at top of mid on Inferno, and as soon as that smoke blooms out, you stand behind it. You're completely invisible, but it works as a one-way. Wreck everybody right down mid. Nice. I tried it. It's dumb. That's
if it works for you, then it'll work for everybody, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Whoa. All right, so far, A2Z 13-6, been playing really well.
I play against unskilled players.
Yeah, that's true.
Built my confidence.
And then Phelps is at 10-6. He's definitely been the man in charge of the Games Academy potential here on Dust 2. TCK actually brought down to a Tech 9, so money's still not super squared away. And that last win for Torqued's coming on an island, so 4 of the last 5 rounds have been for Games Academy.
Yeah, Games Academy. 1 minute, 10 seconds on the clock. Sean Garris is starting to push his way up, looking for information. He sees that grenade. Now he knows there's at least one person watching Cat. Might make him a little bit uneasy about going that direction. He was about to drop a molly on A site. Changed his mind. Got one player up at long. Games Academy playing the exact same A defense that they played every single gun round at this point. With Hen 1 sitting at car. If they can just molly him off or something, they might be able to take advantage of that fact.
Switched up their B hold a little bit, though. Lucas has been playing in the window a lot, but they had actually Phelps holding the doors and then Lucas into the site, and here's Showtime. He takes that first engage over at long, wins that battle, then Hen comes and helps him out. Phelps able to get 1 from a pretty hard position coming up that ramp. But Ricks and Mo starting to line up some shots, and Bolts, exploiting the jumping accuracy of these M4s. It is in the game, so of course you're going to use it, and Ricks will take him down. Here's Showtime, though, getting 2. Actually, 3 total on the round.
Yeah, beautiful 3K round. Long control instantaneously taken, largely in part of Hen 1's AWP play. And then that funnels the Torque players straight down Cat. It was a little bit slow to react, shutting him down. Nobody really had guns on Cat initially, but the jumping M4 slowed him down just enough, and then the rotation coming right underway. Beautiful 3K as well. 5-6. Okay, so GamesAcademy, they've got a little bit of bite in them. They've strung, what, 3 rounds together and then 2 rounds right here with 2 defuses, so that actually gives them a little bit more money. Bad news, it also gives Torque money for having planted the bomb. They're going to be forced into an eco this time around. 2 flashbangs, actually 3 flashbangs total. That's about it on utility. Rix is going to be the walking tank with the Tech 9 and a little bit of armor. Phelps going to spot him out in mid. And Torque just backs off.
Saw Sean trying to go up on the Xbox and did a decent amount of damage to him. And Pulse is full blind right now. Does actually grab that first kill on TCK. They gotta be. It's always so annoying. I mean, you perfectly flash the man, like you should be rewarded with that kill, but they just spray you down because, well, they do still have rifles.
A2Z. I thought he wasn't going to get that shot, but ends up turning it into a headshot. Sloppy headshot kill in Showtime with the Deagle.
Wow, this has gotten pretty
with the new hitboxes.
Pretty close right now. Still, always, even with 1 HP, the Deagle can be pretty dangerous. And they forced Lucas off, so they're able to get that bomb. But a combined 14 HP on 2 players. Not looking like... Oh, the bomb's actually on the other side of Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't change the fact that Lucas fell off, but of course, Torque don't know that. So they got to work very, very carefully. And
I don't think GamesAcademy doesn't know that the bomb was down right there.
Yeah, it was probably thrown there in early on in the round when smokes were still down when they were trying to work things. So Sean Garris is just going to slide out of mid, and I mean, they got to know this is a possibility because you can see Henny at long isn't covering A site at all. He's now moving back to look up and just make sure that this isn't going to happen.
There's Sean.
And there he goes. Nice little flick down onto Sean. A2Z, though, still should be able to get the bomb down. Lucky that flash didn't land on him. I would have killed him.
Yeah. 1 health. All it needs to be is just barely tap. Hen 1 solo peeks the angle, and then look at this. The CT players, they almost perfectly line up. That could have been really bad right there. But Hen 1's able to go ahead and whip the pistol out and take the kill. Plenty of time on the defuse for Lucas. Finally, we've got a game on. GamesAcademy taking another round. Tied up 6-6. This is the 3rd and final map of this best of 3. Randomly chosen. Dust 2. Whoever loses this map is going home. They have no hopes at the no hopes of moving on towards the MLG qualifier LAN over in Columbus, Ohio. Winner of this game, what do they have to do? They have to go and face Splice in the semifinals.
Yeah, that won't be a walk in the park either, depending on, again, which Splice is going to show up.
Depends how loud they are.
Moments of brilliance, that's for sure. And yeah, Davey screaming at you might not have as much effect through the internet, through those Ethernet cords. But talk about that last round a little bit. Torque didn't go into it, didn't buy that much, and still made it pretty costly and planted the bomb. So they've got a ton of money. They got a full round here, and if they win it, it actually might put GamesAcademy on for the save. So this is crucial. Phelps and Showtime, who is now dead, were both pretty low. And it's gone into a 4-on-4, but you still have to contend with Henny up on this site, and he just gets to look down long and try to kill you. Mo's trying to get him through the box. It's actually starting to tag him up, hit him down to 62. Oh my gosh, you can see just the particles even through his scope. He's getting tagged again. They know exactly where he is. Now the ball's going to go down, but through the fire, he does still peek out to bring down Rix. Rix, though, post-mortem, gets the frag. Mo tried to step up and grab the bomb. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
And
Phelps is stuck in a bad situation. Mo had the angle posted with the AWP.
Yeah, I think at this point they're hearing that scope. Bomb didn't touch the ground, so they didn't hear that pass off, and they're just trying to slide on by.
My kingdom
Phelps
for an
is
HE
low
grenade.
enough that he does not want to peek that at all.
Yeah, Phelps heard that scope now, and he hears the bomb going down. So pretty obvious.
I don't know how they're
going
didn't
on.
connect.
John's gonna find himself all alone. Look at the wrong direction. Still convinced somebody's gonna be coming in from Cat. All 3 players on the other side gonna get shot back. Real easy. Free frag going on for Phelps. That's gonna be a 2K round for him and Hen 1. But I think we have to take a moment and talk about Mo spamming through that box. I think they dropped him all the way down to what, 32 health
Hit him twice.
before Rix, I believe, dropped the molly right on top of him. Ends up paying for it.
And honestly, I thought Mo almost had a double with that op when he peeked out quickly into them running up a ramp. I thought that was like the game-winning, or not game-winning, but round-winning play. And it turned out that he somehow took more skill to thread the needle and not hit a player. I'd like to watch that one back in slow-mo, see exactly what happened. But that means no op now for Torque. They're in a situation where they are going to be on max bonus. They can just keep on buying, and I mean, next is the last round anyway, so they're going to buy no matter what. And Henny still has his op, which could be a problem. Limited utility for Torque to work with, and well, they want to go out middle. This had to work for them early on pretty well.
Interesting. They just kind of peek
Well,
around
Phelps,
middle, realize
Phelps
it's
is watching
not
the
watched.
run up from inside of B, but he's not challenging them at the mid double doors.
Now the bomb and 3 players bunch up outside of B tunnels. Actually, I kind of like this. They flash out, they peek out in the mid. Maybe trying to draw some attention towards mid. The team's not bunched up together just yet, so I don't expect any executes to happen. They're waiting, hoping that Showtime gets antsy.
Like
and then
they're
what's
gonna
Rick's doing?
Try to maybe sell a fake over here with A2Z at long. He's working out long. If he gets that kill, that's really big, but he doesn't. Showtime does instead. It does still pull a man down.
Oh, nice.
But it looks like over at B, it's not really going to matter.
Bolton knows something's
spot.
going on. Riggs gets the jump on him, but still gets fragged out. Mo steps directly into Hen1's AWP, gives him a free frag. GamesAcademy's turn this thing around very quickly. I think I figured out what Torque was going for. When they peeked out and took some information at mid, they realized it's not being watched. They bunch up outside of B, and the idea was, yeah, like you called, sell the fake, and then Ricks can charge straight down to mid, feeling relatively no fear. The hope was Ricks could cut off the rotation, but Bolts was there. That's 3, 4, 5 rounds now in a row for GamesAcademy. Really starting to string it together on CT side.
Yeah, I mean, 8 of the last 9 rounds. Torque's biggest lead, of course, was 5-0. And, well, maybe in this last round, a bit of life in them yet, as Torque do find both openers. So that makes it to a 4-on-3, and Phelps is pretty low. Phelps has been the star here on map 3 for GamesAcademy. So to take him out of the equation would be pretty nice. Looks like he's still situated on that A ramp. Bolt's playing a car with just an AK. And Lucas kind of wanting to leave B, but not quite having done it yet. He's out on that B slope.
Flash is going out. Phelps is not going to find himself fully flashed out. Pushes all the way up. He's able to bait out the shots, so Bolts can turn that into a 2K.
Okay, Lucas just killed Phelps. He might be able to make up for it. Yeah, 15 HP for Lucas, 32. Oh, and actually threw this. Wow, Lucas really makes up for that. He killed Phelps on that round. I think a bit of a bullet through the smoke connected to Phelps, who was on 12 HP, so he went down, but he makes up for it by winning it. So 9-6 is the half for GamesAcademy. They'll now go over to that T side.
Very, very strong CT side going on for GamesAcademy, and I don't even understand that spray down right there. That is the most random thing in the world. He just kind of sprayed
the last
and
bullet of the M4 A1S always hits.
Yes, this is the truth. So
no matter what.
That's a great half. GamesAcademy going to be starting off on T's side. If they win the pistol round, then man, Torque is going to be going full tilt mode at this point. Let's see what the scoreboard has to say. A2Z stepping it up, dominating on Torque's half. In fact, he was leading all around, 17-0 and 11. In the pregame show, I was kind of calling him out, saying, well, I don't know, A2Z, he hasn't really done a whole lot. We don't have a whole lot of data on him.
He's been pretty decent on every map.
Every map, yeah, he's consistent. So clearly he's been keeping his nose to the grindstone, as it were. Dropping 101.9 ADR on the first half of Dust 2. That's exceptionally impressive.
He also had 6 2Ks, 1 3K, so a lot of multi-kill rounds for him. A couple people, well, I guess only one more in the 100 ADR club. That's Phelps at 102, but Bolts was very close at 99.5. Started to come alive there, and same thing for Showtime at just 94.9. And kind of a steep drop-off for Lucas, who then even killed one of his own teammates. Rough match for him, but B wasn't tested all that often, except for early on by Torqued.
took Games Academy quite a while to really adapt to the CT side defense. It wasn't until round 6 that they finally got something together. And then it looked like for a moment they were going to lose momentum, but by round 10 they started stringing it together and went on, what, a 6-round victory spree all the way down to round 15. Well, here we are. Pistol round is live. Little utility picked up by Sean Garris, also Phelps. The Molly in Hen 1's hand, too. Games Academy setting up a default. Look at this 3-man stack.
Triple peek. I love it.
Yeah, peek me, bro. I dare ya. But it looks like Games Academy doesn't want to go that direction. How long will Torque sit here?
Hopefully until somebody peeks, because I really want to see this. But A2Z is sliding over to Pit, so it seems like they might be giving up that angle and think about going back to Cat, because no one is spotting that. Actually, I suppose Mo is spotting that out in middle. He can see the Cat run up, so he can tell them when they need to back off, but even without that info, now Sean Garris is going to take his position over on Cat, and that'll allow Mo, if he needs to go back into B. Well, it's still Games Academy taking it slow. Xbox Smoke now is going to go down. That nade's going to do a lot. Well, not as much, but still hurt Lucas quite a bit.
Yeah, it's still annoying, nonetheless. Games Academy now working on taking Cat control. 53 seconds remaining. They got a little bit of time to rotate off if they so choose to. Hen 1 hasn't used his Molly or the smoke yet. I imagine this is part of some set strat that they want to execute on.
Oh, Shaw's dead.
Here it comes.
Somehow not. He's able to escape from that Molotov that was bounced off Pizza. Now he finally goes down as he's baited out into the open. Phelps, wow, long-range block, headshot. He's a man coming up, and Hen 1 will take care of that. He brings down Mo. Phelps going long range with that Glock once more. Last player standing is A2Z. Manages to get one, and a solid round, slowly played, tactically played, and a team ace coming up for Games Academy.
Yep, that's discipline and patience coming off for Games Academy. Not peeking, not getting too aggressive. Now imagine how that round might have gone if Games Academy got a little bit more pushy and aggressive, stepping out into long with that crazy triple stack for Torque right into the firing range. But by waiting so long, it forced Games Academy to kind of back off, reevaluate what their situation was going to be. And the set strat, drop the Molly, drop the smoke. Now it's P90 time. Hen 1 and Phelps charging out into long. They have control. Playing the long distance game. Mo's also going to get cut down very quickly.
Yo, one nade to rule them all, Sean Garris. Oh.
No.
I was hoping for it. Well, I guess Showtime and both don't have armor, so they would be fine, but wanted to see that double, and Phelps 7 HP. He doesn't care. I think he actually caught both of them trying to...
That's a 3K.
They were digging in their utility belts to find some nade to pull out, and Phelps just murdered them.
That's a 3K with an SMG for Phelps. That's, what, $1,800?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Going into his pocket right there. So, yeah, we'll see AWPs coming out relatively soon. Not just yet, though. No need for it. Torque, they're going to be on another pistol round right here on... Or another eco round, I guess I should say. Going into round 18. Momentum.
Look at Sean Garris running up middle. Actually catches Phelps completely unaware.
Where'd that come from?
Doesn't even bother to pick up...
Oh, mid.
Yeah, he just pushed up straight through the mid-double doors. Through that smoke. Bolts actually takes down Ricks with the HE. Henny getting another one on the cross. There's Sean Garris finally taken out. And TCK, the last one up, has picked up the MP7 that Sean Garris dropped away from Phelps, but from that range can't quite control. It gets him low, but doesn't find a kill. 12-6 right now. And I assume Phelps will be using a P90. Oh no, okay. I thought Phelps was just going to buy the op, get thrown the P90, but it looks like Hen 1, Henny, Hen is just be like, nah, I'm good. I'll stay on the P90.
Okay, so now Hen 1's starting to remind me of JD out. JD will pick up the P90, hang on to that until he has to buy out the AWP, especially on Cobble.
Yeah, I mean,
name that close B spot. I call that JDM spot.
If you can win with the P90, like, why pull out your op and show everyone what you're made of if you could just get it done with the lesser weapon?
So you see the B push. The B split, rather, working out very effectively for Games Academy. Bomb does go down. It's going to be 3v3, which is perfectly winnable. Nice grenade. Rick backs right into it. Drops it down to 54. Lucas is going to go into tunnels. Takes a single kill. Now with man disadvantage, Sean Garris and Rick going to start backing off, hanging on to the weapons. $350 and $0. Yeah, no surprises there. Better to hang on to the weapons. Games Academy, if they didn't know that the Torque team was low, they know now.
Yeah, let's see if they will. Actually, already Lucas has exited out towards T spawn. That's where he got the kill on I can't remember. It was either Mo or A2Z. Though he knows it's safe. Showtime is actually still kind of just looking. He's trying to hunt for the frag, checking out the pit. No one's there. Someone was just
Almost
ominously standing up there on Cat. Looks like Batman.
creepy.
But that's
Sending up the
13
bat
and
signal
6.
down mid. There's the off. And 1. Busting it out now. Round 20. 13-6. Only 3 rounds to go for Games Academy. Torqued. Kind of a broken by Mo. Did Mo pick up the AWP? Surely he didn't buy it. Surely he didn't buy it. Funny.
Might have been saved at the last moment there. I'm not sure. It was kind of thoughts are wandering.
There's Rix. Now all alone. The round has basically been lost by Torqued. He had no utility. No weapons to really get it done. The AK and the AWP ended up falling very, very quickly. Showtime's the one who finally finishes it off with the kill. 2 rounds from victory for Games Academy in this best of 3. And this is really Torqued's last chance. They buy up. They've got everything they possibly need. But the money is extremely low. It's win this round or lose the match in a very real way. Torqued sets up a pretty strong A-site defense before they go ahead and fall back.
Oh, Henny tagged him up to the wall and won't have to finish him off with the grenade. And as he stands up, Sean Karras just blows his head off, gets a second kill onto Lucas, bomb down on the catwalk. Doesn't seem like Sean Karras is expecting Phelps to be pushing up and working around the smoke. So Phelps making a really nice play. And there he goes, finds his target and giving his team now the man advantage 3-on-2. They're getting very, very close to closing it out. And it's been so many rounds. Nice. Phelps even picking up the op and looking decent with it. Finds his 3rd kill. That one onto A2Z. And looks like Mo is pretty aware that Showtime is there, but Phelps, 4K
round. Phelps picked up that 3K with the SMG, turns around here, 3K AWP, and then actually 4K AWP that time around. 15-6, we're put in the match point at this time, and Torqued with this anemic-looking buy. They're on max loss bonus. That's the only reason they're able to go ahead and pull up something decent. And Mo with the swag 7. If they can take the round, and they can get a couple of kills with that gun, what's that, $900 per kill? Helps to build the economy up. They're going to need that if they want to coast all the way to a 15-15 scoreline to force overtime. The only way that Torqued is going to be winning right here, you know some of the wins got to be pulled out of their sails.
Sails might have been pulled off of the boats at this point.
Probably furled up at this point.
So Sean Karras on catwalk, pulling out the old NOA stack. Mo and Rix teaming up. They're really trying to lock down middle. And, well, guess what? That Xbox smoke is going to completely shut down the NOA. Grenades coming in as well, doing a little bit of damage, not too much. Sean Karras feeling that like he needs to try to make the play, and he peeks out, gets shut down immediately. Mo with that swag 7, trying to work into lower B, but Showtime shoots him down. 5 versus 3. And Games Academy started slow on Dust 2, which was pretty worrying after they lost Train, but really found themselves and dominated the remainder of this map and should be able to close it out here from the 4-on-2.
Well, finally, one of the twins is going to go down, and that is bomb set by A2Z. He's totally flashed off. Nothing you can do about that, and Phelps pops up and takes the shot. TCK, last man standing,
Phelps,
watching
2
mid.
4Ks.
That's another 4K round
in a row.
Phelps. That's a good, wow. Phelps, unreal. He was the star of Dust 2. Look at this, dropping 28 kills.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not quite holding up the Hen 1
I mean,
on
you're not
Mirage
Henny
with the 45 kill round, but good lord. The story of utter dominance. In fact, that's a flawless T side for Games Academy on Dust 2. 16-6, your final score line. So there you have it.
And Phelps ends with 122 ADR, so it's always good to get results in for this team and to actually have them cast. I'm sure they're often cast in Portuguese and on streams that I just am not aware of and don't know where to look for them, but to get some more data on record for Phelps and for this Games Academy roster is nice. And, you know, for a second there, you kind of thought, even more than a second, like for a while on Dust 2, and after what we saw on Train,
yeah.
it's like Torqued could do this, and that's kind of a big upset.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wish Torqued
Well,
the best of luck, and I want them to succeed, but I think the better team won, and I'm glad that Games Academy won, because I think they can do more moving forward further on into these matches.
If Torqued keeps the same roster and keeps working on their strats and keeps working as a unit, they could certainly be solid. You know, TCK, he's been out of the big pro scene for a very, very long time, and he represented pretty well tonight, I think. A2Z,
Definitely.
he was kind of a big wild card question mark, consistently putting up the numbers. Mo was hit or miss. It was really nice to see Sean Garris stepping up on the scoreboard. We saw him coming up huge on that one pistol round on Dust 2.
He had the most entry frags on the team, too.
Yeah, he's got 15 kills right here. Look at this, 15-2. Goes -3, but you know that's fine. You lost 6 and 16, and you still picked up 15 kills. Sean's got to be happy with himself, especially since he's been retired from the pro scene for a while now. Ever since he stepped down from Cloud9, everybody thought he was going to quit and go into the casting world. Hey, he's back, and he's putting up numbers as well as working the tactical mastermind. So hey, congrats to them.
Yeah, this is also the one map where Rix actually wasn't that present. I think on Mirage he ended 21-21. On Train he ended pretty dominant. Him and Mo were doing really well on Train, but Dust 2 he ends -13 at 7 and 20. So definitely some things to work on overall for Torqued, but I liked what I saw. I've got a little more faith in their lineup. If it's the only problem with their lineup is like, will it be able to stick together? Like these guys kind of know everyone in the scene. Like they're the old boys. They could very easily just like swap other people in and out. So I wonder if they'll be able to stay together. But if everything is true, if they do get picked up by a bigger organization and everyone's getting signed to play in the Turner League, I think a lot of these guys are going to be stuck together, which could maybe be good. Get everyone's chemistry on point and actually form some solid teamwork.
That's the problem in NA now, isn't it? At the end of every single season, you've got this massive NA shuffle sort of thing going on. It's very rare that we see any sort of teams that actually stick together. Looking at last season, I think one of the longest running teams that we saw was Luminosity, and even they didn't last all the way through. They ended up dropping 2 players in exchange for Watako and FNX. It worked out very well for them, but it's that stability that breeds camaraderie and teamwork. So yeah, I think it'd be nice if they could stay together for some appreciable amount of time.
Well, we do have one team that's been together for a while, and that's Winter Fox. Although I've never really put up that great of results.
They've had 2 players that constantly been rotating.
Yeah.
They've had those 2 spots.
But yeah, I mean they've stuck together. I mean, at least this roster in the last 3 months has 15 maps on land together, and we got Winter Fox TSM coming up next. But we are going to take a quick break. And let's see, already in the semifinals for tomorrow, we've got Splice versus Games Academy, and we will have Optic Gaming versus the winner of this match, Winter Fox TSM. So I've been Helium. You can follow me on Twitter at Heliumbrella. That's Sabo. You can follow him at Pat Flanagan, and we'll be back after a break with our last best of 3 of the day here in the MLG Last Chance Qualifiers.